Hey, hey, so it's me, the Sag Man. It's Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020, and I didn't upload yesterday's video because, well, I did, I just uploaded it. I had a problem with the upload, so I'm gonna fix it before I upload this, whatever. And yeah, yesterday wasn't a good day, not really. Um, After work, so I'm just getting home from work. I had my last 6 milligrams of Clonopin, so yesterday, and I had been taking it way down, like to 2 milligrams, and then skipping a couple days, trying to make this thing last, and then just been having had the shakes for a while. I guess today is day 11. Today's day 11 with no alcohol and cutting down on the benzos, and I am totally out right now. So, but I feel great, man. Day 11, the end of day 11 here, and I honestly thought it was going to be like more intense, but it seemed like, I don't know, withdrawals. I'll get close, so I don't want anyone to hear this, but it's outside in the middle of the night. My neighbor has cameras over there facing this direction for some reason, even though his driveway goes that way. It's weird. They're just facing our backyard. So, yeah, it's an energy drink. So I must not be having the shakes that bad, but I've been. Here was kind of like my strategy. Okay, let's just say it's over. I don't think it's over. I think I'll have a flare up, and since I'm out of benzos, who knows what's going to happen in the next few days, and I'll continue to take antabuse. So, hi, he's a pig, man. So, essentially, it's been like since I only work 30 hours a week right now, whatever, because of the Cocoa Puff sickness, my hours have been cut. But it's enough still, and I never got the unemployment or stimulus checks. Anyway, it's just, I tell you that to tell you that the way I think I've been getting through this and why it hasn't been so intense is because of the fact that I get up at a certain time, and every day since I quit, maybe I'll fall asleep right before I have to get up. Hi, baby. And it just seems like I'm like, no, and I do have the shakes in my shoulders and shit. But see, I'll try to fall asleep at 12 a.m. and then get up at 1:30 p.m. the next day. So what's that? 13 hours. And so yeah, hopefully, there were some days I got a couple hours of sleep. But there are times when I went through withdrawals when I had to work all the time, and I just didn't get any sleep for 4 days straight. Get your butt out of my face. No, he loves me. He loves me. But since I had a few extra hours, I go straight to bed and just work on it. And the time that I'm laying there, get down. You're starting to annoy me. So 13 hours of just laying there, and 2 hours, 13 hours. It's actually 11 hours of laying there and maybe 2 hours of sleep. Those 11 hours typically consist of me feeling shaky and the fear. I call it the fear. If you've gone through withdrawals, you know the fear. You know, people being assholes around me, saying things and threatening my job, and then the police coming around here trying to take my vehicle. The old lady I live with has just been a pain in the ass. I mean, everyone's just... It happens every time I go through something. It's not, everyone's a pain in the ass, man. And what did I say? Look out. I'll remember that. I'm going to remember that. Because I think by Monday I should be fairly on top of things. I expect the insomnia to continue, but you know, during these last 11 days I've had the shakes slightly every day as I lay in bed for 12 hours, or with maybe 2 hours of sleep. There were a couple of days I didn't get any, and it got to where when you feel that pressure in your head and my ears ringing. This was just a couple of days ago, and it's like it broke 2 days ago, kind of started to break. And you know, if you've had this, gone through this, you know, you're laying up in bed and you're just praying you can get some sleep, and you're actually praying, you know. So lay there and just pray for 10 hours. Take it away. Just don't want this anymore. Just not as intense. With just even just a little bit of Klonopin is a big help. But you know, I slowed down on way down on that. Now I'm totally out. So I think I'm over the alcohol withdrawals for the most part. Should be. Usually the acute withdrawal starts 7 days in and lasts for 4 days. So I've had them about as acute, I think, as they're gonna be. And it's just been a slow burn for me. Hi. I expect it to continue to be a slow burn. It'll just be hard to sleep. I actually got an energy drink. I have 2 days off, so fuck it. Like, I am gonna spend time trying to sleep, but I got things to do too. So I'm gonna do those things, get all that shit out of the way that I need to do. So 11 days this time. It just, you know, I hadn't planned to quit the benzos at the same time as alcohol, but I found some and then stretched it out. I've been stretching it out, and yeah, and the withdrawals have been, they were gaining in severity, and now they seem to have decreased over the last 12 hours from when I started. So I'll tell you, I don't want to make this long. I always do, but I have a number of supplements that I take. You know, I've been saying I get up and I'm like, God, no, I gotta go. You know, like that 13th hour at 1:30, and that clock's ready to go, and I'm just like, It's like if you stay in bed, you feel like shit. You'll feel like more like shit later. But usually the night before, I make a concoction of magnesium, um, DL phenylalanine, 1 teaspoon, um, L-tyrosine. These are all amino acids, okay? And what's the other one that I really like? I think it's in here. God, I'm stupid. I know it's in here. It's L something. Hi, baby. I know you want attention. God damn it, because it's important that I tell you what these ingredients are. I've mentioned them before. Fine. Okay, come on. Anyway, it's theanine. So, teaspoon of theanine, teaspoon of magnesium citrate, a teaspoon of L-tyrosine, and a teaspoon of DL phenylalanine. And it's raunchy on your stomach. I mix it with. I'll put like a couple tablespoons down of soluble of fiber. Yeah, a fiber supplement. It's like Metamucil. And then I put it on a piece of paper that's folded in half. Okay, and then I get up, and I have this little jar. It's like a little cup that I can put my hand over, and I fill it full of a little bit of water, and I take the paper that's creased in half, it's got the shit on it, and I dump it into that cup, and then you shake it up and you drink it real fucking fast, and then you hurry and you fill it up with water again, you drink it again, and you fill it with water again, because if you don't, the fiber will expand and turn into jello. The mixture will turn into jello before it gets to your stomach, and you'll start choking. But magnesium kind of helps calm your nerves, so I take that before I go to bed too. So there's some supplements too that I took a few times instead of taking any benzos. Like I reverse engineered a number of different products. This one I reverse engineered was Sleepy Time, because I can get these substances through bulk supplements that sponsored me when I was riding bikes and hitting it hard and racing and doing all this stuff and making videos, and really I was packing on some muscle and losing a ton of fat, and just anyway. So Bulk Supplements is a really good company. They gave me a lot of stuff for free to do reviews for them, and you'd be surprised at what you can get, like GABA. So my nighttime concoction. This isn't every night, but it's just like probably 4 times in the last 11 nights I've tried to sleep. It's lemon. I want to say lemon balm or lemon peel. Something about lemon. Just and these you only need like maybe trace amounts, like half a teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon. And they'll say like a 1/4 teaspoon 4 times a day, and so you have to look at it with a magnifying glass to read it. So I just do the entire day's worth at one time. So a quarter teaspoon is a teaspoon. And I wrote on the package 1 teaspoon because my eyes just aren't that. I can't see things that are like microscopic. The print is microscopic. Okay, so I'm taking valerian root, kava, right? Bulk supplements version of GABA. It doesn't seem to do anything. None of it really does. It does do something. It does do something. It makes it harder to get up. What else? What else is in there? The lemon stuff, the valerian root, the kava, the GABA. Oh God, I know there's a few things. Magnesium. Magnesium's always good. If you're an alcoholic or you're recovering, you're 100% likely to be magnesium deficient, and it's the great relaxer, and I kind of think that's a good part of relieving the shakes, because I remember having the shakes, taking a teaspoon of that, and it just like kind of even me out, and it also reduces brain fog. So there's a couple others. I might show them to you. Monday I begin my diet plan, which will include Monster energy drinks. So Monday's go-to day for the next phase of my life. That's workout time. It's going to be workout time. As long as I can get sleep every night. You know, I've never been able to sleep more than 6 hours. I heard that's not bad. You know, like you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. But some say that some people are wired for 4 or 5 hours, and like your body gets used to that. But some people just don't need 8 hours. And I think I might be one of those people. I don't know. Because I don't know when I've ever really gotten 8 hours of sleep. You know, 4 to 6. That's been it for years. I love you. I love you. So, with that in mind, we'll see how it goes this weekend. And my 2 days off, the next 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And I may take the time not being at work just to show you my supplements and do a quick review. Real quick. And that's all I got today. So I don't care if you subscribe or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to get famous, but hopefully the algorithms will attract somebody's attention that may be curious about withdrawals, or people who are alcoholics, or drug addicts or whatever. So, man, it seemed a lot easier than I thought it would be this time. So far, I mean, I could be going in like a few more days, and like I'm thinking, now I'm out of the woods, and then all of a sudden, bam, can have like a relapse, or fucking, who knows, man. But I've never had it like this. It just seems like it's been a slow burn the whole time, and I've never had this much time to try to sleep. At least I was able to get a couple hours within every 24 hours I could get a couple hours in. So that's probably it. That's really a big part of it, not having to work my ass off and ride 20 miles. Would recommend anyone who wants to quit drinking, work as little as possible, but get up. Like, if you have a job and you're worried about how people are going to view you or whatever, I mean, sometimes we just can't help it, right? We got families. One time I took a vacation and I took a week's vacation and the withdrawals didn't begin until after that week. I remember not showing up for work after that week, and I spent the whole week just laying there, and that makes it worse. But maybe laying there made it better, having been able to get a couple hours of sleep, but just laying there for so long. But yeah, there were long hours. There were some long hours. But last night was like almost normal. Very little intensity. The intensity went down out of my head and out of my shoulders, and was just like a low hum that I can, before I couldn't get rid of it. It just intensifies by itself as your glutamine levels spike, and and you can't make it stop. But it was to where I could make it stop just by thinking about so and right now I feel fine, man. So here's to getting over what I think is my acute stage. So do you guys want to see more? Because still not quite done, but maybe if things just remain good, I won't do any videos for a little bit. Maybe my exercise and dieting type thing I will. Why does she always come in at the same time? Exact same time. Comes in, opens up the microwave, closes it. Okay, guys. It is cool to get subscriptions, though, or like, or whatever, or a comment. So, but just seeing that people have seen the video, like, that I've gotten views, well, it makes me feel like doing more. But if I don't get them, then, it's probably because they're too long. Fucking boring or something. The Sagittarian site was supposed to be my Daredevil site. I guess this is it. Oh, I talked about maybe I'll put on my Viking ring. It's the Valknut. The Valknut. Anyway. So we'll get on with the diet, and future things I'll upload, just update the next few days, and then I'll just start doing crazy shit. Like I said, get ready, man, because now that I'm back on my feet, it's been a year getting back on my feet, getting stronger. It's like that song, dun, 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 dun. That's how I feel. Dun, 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 dun. Like I'm stepping into the ring, and I'm stronger than anybody realizes because of how hard I've been working. And I like Sun Tzu's position on appear to be strong when you're weak and weak when you're strong. I think I'm just gonna hold out a little bit while longer and not be such a smart ass. and then some of these assholes, I'm just gonna yank the rug from under them. Yeah, gonna find another job. Gonna lose weight. Probably. I'm not looking to lose weight because I think that the economy's gonna crash and that we're in a famine. But I am looking to change my diet so that there's more fruits and vegetables in there. Every day I take. Also, I take a plethora of mega food vitamins. So if it doesn't look like a horse pill, it's not a real vitamin. Okay. Just no. Mega food vitamins. I take like a one a day multivitamin, and I'll take a B vitamin, C, D3, and probiotics. It's they're enzymes. I think that's right. B, C, D. Yeah. So yeah, I take a lot of stuff on a daily basis. It's really helped me out through this. The phenylalanine that helps your brain fog when you get up. You don't really need tyrosine. That's just because it's if you want to kickstart your brain. See, the phenylalanine produces tyrosine. Tyrosine produces that, and then in turn produces ephedrine and neuroadrenaline, ephedrine, neuroadrenaline, and also phenylalanine produces dopamine. I think it's just the combination of all the other shit that it produces: neuroadrenaline, ephedrine, whatever the fuck. The tyrosine also does that, and it's good for people who have damaged their brain structure, their dopamine structures through a lot of alcohol abuse or cocaine and stuff like that. Like, that sluggish feeling, you don't want to do anything. Another thing is L-glutamine. Once your GABA levels, my neighbor, he walks around at night. He, like 2 o'clock in the morning, my next door neighbor will be standing next to his car in the dark. Anyway, I wonder why. So there was somebody on YouTube that I got this information from. The main after the after acute withdrawals and symptoms where you're like the amino acids that you can take, they're like the main ones, they're miracle, man. Phenylalanine, that produces the tyrosine, the dopamine, neuroephedrine, the ephedrine, whatever, man. It's an analgesic. It's a panacea when you read about it. It seems like a panacea, like it's too good to be true, but it does, man. It kickstarts your brain, like brings you out of that fog, helps you to focus, and then on top of that, I take the L-theanine, which helps you to focus even further, and that's kind of all the stuff that's in this, Carnitine kind of says it's got carnitine in it, That'll fuck you up. If that'll give you, that's what gives you kidney stones. If you don't burn it off, you can take that as a supplement. And if you don't burn it off, you got to be careful. Or if you're taking like drug tests, drink tons and tons of water, and then about an hour before you go in, you just keep drinking water, keep drinking water, keep drinking water. Take a couple B vitamins, and just keep drinking water, keep drinking water, keep drinking water. And then about maybe 30 minutes before your actual pee test, take a teaspoon of creatine, because that's how they measure whether or not you've been flushing. That's what they call it. They know that people color their pee with B vitamins. But I mean, if it just comes out white and there's no creatine, or it's yellow and there's no creatine in it, that's a natural bodily substance that is excreted through the kidneys. But it's also available as a supplement. So they ask you to report if you're taking creatine. So saying no. The alcohol test, they can test up to 80 hours now because of a protein that they find in the liver, not traces of alcohol, but a changed protein. I guess it's not really in the liver. It's excreted from the liver into the bloodstream and your urine. It's like a 10-panel test. Anyway, this guy is just, look at him, he's just staring at me. Every time I show, where are you? Doesn't really show up on camera. There he is. Ow, ow, motherfucker, ow. Alright, sorry this was a long video. I know I said it wasn't going to be. Ciao.